Okay, part 5 is now in session. And guys, this will be the last one, at least for this week. Because I want to save part 6, 7, and 8 and to 15 for next week or two. Yeah. So this will be the last one for this week. So let's move on. I first saw it, and let me tell you guys, I hated that film. I watched it several times, actually. Yeah, you guessed it, Zoom. My god, that movie was so atrocious and unpleasant and cringeworthy. All of the characters act so mean spirited to one another and very stupid at times, and none of them are actually likable or good people. And they don't do any good morals in this film. They actually do pretty bad morals, like being mean to each other and all that stuff. And doing stupid things as well without permission, wrecking stuff. Even the CGI look on Spencer Breslin on the head, I thought that was so nightmarish looking. It did not look cool. It looked so This thing just looks like a freaking head bulb. Those head bulbs that wiggles. That really looked like it, but in the most disturbing manner. That is the most one. They have the most disturbing CGI I've ever seen in this film. And the jokes just fails miserably, and the writing is such a complete mess. The plot was a huge mess to begin with, and Tim Allen acted like a huge idiot in that film. No offense, but he acted like a huge idiot. He was so wonderful as Buzz Lightyear in the Toy Story films, and he was excellent in the Santa Claus films. But this, he's atrocious, and he's an embarrassment in this film. I'm sorry, but he's very atrocious, and his character is very unlikable. In fact, a lot of the characters are unlikable. They just do bad morals with bad scenes, with bad plot and bad writing and bad jokes. Zoom is such an atrocious mess. I watched it several times and I just cannot help myself but hate on it. Okay, moving on. Yeah, you probably guessed it. Ice Age Collusion Course. This is by far the worst Ice Age sequel ever. This is also one of Blue Sky's worst films that they had ever made. This is the worst. If you thought Ice Age Contential Drift was the worst, then think again. That's the worst. No offense, but that's the worst. The animation is very unpleasant, and the characters act so brain dead that they forgot to be good characters, or they forgot how they were in the original Ice Age film from 2002. They forgot their personality in this film, how they used to act in the original. All they ever do is act like brain dead idiots. And the jokes are just atrocious. So is the plot as well. I mean, this is the worst blue sky film ever to be created. I don't know why what blue sky was thinking when they made this, but this is such a god awful Ice Age film. If you haven't seen it, don't. It's so god awful. And it's also the worst Ice Age film in the Ice Age franchise and the worst uh, blue sky film ever to be created. And it's also the one of the worst films ever from 2016, along with Norma the North. It is that atrocious. Everything about it is just this. Everything about this film is so atrocious. Even the poster that you're looking at is so atrocious. Everybody's freaking out of how atrocious this sequel is. Oh my god. Moving on to the next film. What else? I've got it. Once again, Mike Myers. Strike free. Yeah, it's view from the top. Yeah, you probably guessed it. This movie was so boring. It's so boring, guys. This it was such a boring film. I mean, the characters were not interesting, especially Mike Myers' character, who was very annoying. Mike Myers' character in that film was very annoying. Mike Myers, I don't know what you were thinking when you appeared in that film. I don't know what's going on with you, Mike Myers. First, you made the Cat in the Hat, which was god awful. Then you made the Love Guru, which is horrendous. And now you made this? Are you serious? What the hell is going on with you, Mike Myers? Yeah, the jokes are just cliche, and all the characters' personality just feels forced and wooden. The plot is just a mess. Just everything about this film is so boring. It's so boring. I tried to I tried watching it and wanting to like it, but ending up I didn't. It's such a terrible film. Absolutely terrible. If you haven't seen it, don't. It's not a very good film. No. Everybody who in this film would just had done such a poor job. This movie is so poorly done and it feels like it's very unfinished. That's what it seems like to me. It's very unfinished and rushed. Which that's not how you make a good movie to begin with. Okay, moving on. Oh yes, I got another one. Oh yes. Jason Goes to Hell. And guys, I hate horror films. Horror films are my least favorite movie genres, but this is the worst horror film ever to exist. I mean, my god. Never have I seen a horror film that is so bad as Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah, this is the worst one ever. I mean, the acting is so atrocious and wasted, and the plot is so flummoxing that it's a pile of garbage. Just everything about it fails miserably, and everybody who acted just wasted their career with this god awful film. And such a terrible film. If you haven't seen it, avoid it. Watch some other good films. I definitely do not recommend Jason Goes to Hell. This is also one of the worst horror films ever to exist, in my opinion. That's Jason Goes to Hell. That's the worst, in my opinion. That is absolute the worst to me. It's the worst horror film. Finally, yeah, Fritz the Cat. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Fritz the Cat. I mean, really. The animation is so. It's so terrible. And the jokes are very inappropriate. I mean, really. It's very disgusting to begin with. It's inappropriate and disgusting, and it's not funny at all. The characters do lots of bad morals, and no one is likable. Not even. They don't even act like good persons and do anything that makes them good characters. They don't do any of that stuff that makes them kind or good characters. No. Instead, they do lots of bad morals and do lots of bad things that makes them so unlikable and very bad characters. And the jokes are just dirty. All they ever do is inappropriate stuff. I mean, even the animation is so bad in this one. It's that bad. Okay, guys? This film is such an atrocity. It just this film has a very bad animation, a bad plot with bad characters doing bad morals and bad standards, and they all make bad jokes with bad humor, with bad music. Everything about it's so bad. I've never seen an animated film so bad as Fritz the Cat. Avoid this one. It's over. I mean, not over. It's so bad. Or should I say, overwhelmingly bad. There's nothing to like about Fritz the Cat. Everything about it's just bad. Very bad. It has bad characters, bad everything, with bad morals. Yes, Fritz the Cat, it's bad. Bad, 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 bad film. And I don't recommend this one at all. And that's all I would like to say. Thank you so much for watching this video once again. This is me signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.